I put Anthony Edwards in the 90s. And today we're going to see how his career would play out if he was in the league with a prime Michael Jordan. And obviously we can't forget about Shaq too, because every video I do of this, he always outperforms the player who I put in the draft. But it's alright. Today, I think I made sure that Anthony Edwards should be at least able to compete with people like Michael Jordan and Shaquille O'Neal. Because, to be honest, Anthony Edwards has impressed me the most out of any player in the playoffs this year. I mean, he swept the Suns, who had Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Bradley Beal, and he just took Game 1 against the reigning champions, the Denver Nuggets. So, yeah, I think this guy has superstar potential, and so in this game, I made sure I gave him superstar potential. But alright, what we're going to do first is we're going to head over to the draft lottery, and we're going to see what's up. Oh, wow. That is pretty crazy that the Timberwolves actually are getting the number 1 pick. And if it falls down to 3, I'm not going to take him with the Sixers. I'm just not going to do it. And don't worry, we didn't get pick number 3 anyway. And the Timberwolves actually fell all the way down to 4. I was kind of rooting for the Timberwolves. Any of these teams good? I mean, maybe the Rockets still have Hakeem. Probably not, though, if they're getting the number 1 pick. But alright. I will see you guys at the draft. And here we are at the 1992 NBA draft. Let's see what happens. I would assume Shaq, yes, is the number 1 pick to the Rockets, so they definitely do not have Hakeem. So I guess that means Anthony Edwards is going to not the Milwaukee Bucks. Wow. I don't think Alonzo Mourning is better than this Anthony Edwards, I'll be honest. That means, oh wow, the Pacers are trading their pick for Alonzo Mourning. Wait, what? Are we serious, Milwaukee Bucks? No way the Bucks just did that. Are you guys stupid? So they drafted Alonzo Mourning, traded him to go to the pick 1 back, and then drafted LaFonso Ellis over Anthony Edwards. Well, I guess it just fits perfectly because Anthony Edwards is going back to the Timberwolves. Now that's very interesting because, okay, so he is back to his old team. Well, that's all we needed to see from this draft. So I'm going to sim to the end of this draft, and then I will see you guys at player progression when we see who is on Anthony Edwards' team. And here we are at player progression, and man, I'm not going to lie, this is not a good team at all. Yeah, it doesn't even look like they have any young players besides Anthony Edwards, so I mean, yeah, I'm lost for words looking at this team. But I guess we'll see how they do it in the first season. And with Ant's rookie year now being over, Tim Hardaway is the most valuable player. Anthony Edwards actually wins Rookie of the Year over Shaq, which is pretty surprising. He also shot 28% from 3. Not sure if that's as good. Richard Dumbass is the 6th man of the year. I've never heard of him. Patrick Ewing wins Defensive Player of the Year. That's probably his last one before Shaq takes over. Oh my gosh, and Richard Dumbass actually just seems to be doing real good this year. The Golden State Warriors and the Chicago Bulls are the 2 best teams in the league. And did Ant make an All-NBA team his rookie year? No, he didn't. We saw his stats, so I won't show it. Shaq. Oh, never mind. It's just the all-rookie first team. But that's alright. Let's get to the playoffs. Did the Timberwolves make the playoffs? No, they didn't. No Timberwolves. That's alright, though. We did not expect them to make the playoffs. It's fine. It is okay. Hopefully, they can draft someone good Tim Hardaway wins Finals MVP to go with his regular MVP. And alright, let's get into the second year of Ant's career. Here we are at player progression once again, and Ant has gone up to an 85 overall. And, I mean, yeah, I'm not really sure about his team though. It doesn't look like they drafted anybody even remotely good. Cool. I mean, are we going to keep missing on draft picks after we get Ant? But, alright. That is annoying. I mean, he still has a lot of time to get a better team, so let's just go to the next season. And in year 2, Clyde Drexler is the most valuable player. Chris Webber wins Rookie of the Year. Hakeem Olajuwon is actually still on the Rockets and teammates with Shaq, but now he's the sixth man for some reason. David Robinson is the Defensive Player of the Year, and Shaq is the most improved player since he took that starting spot. The Blazers went 61-21, and the Hornets also had a great record. Did Anthony Edwards make an All-NBA team? No. But he did make the All-NBA or All-Defensive second team, and man, I'm surprised he didn't make an All-NBA team because his stats are pretty good. And he shot a lot better this year. That's good to see. But alright. Did he make the playoffs? Of course not. I mean, he's on a terrible team. I'm not shocked. Alright. Well, you know what that means. We'll go right through the playoffs. The Chicago Bulls get it done. Michael Jordan gets a ring. And yeah. I guess we gotta go see if they got any better players now. And finally, Anthony Edwards has a teammate as the Timberwolves get Grant Hill, it looks like, from this year's draft. Yeah, from the draft. And somehow this guy, Dan, I guess we signed him in free agency. Not really sure where he came from. But, alright. That is great to see. Finally, we have a good teammate for Anthony Edwards and two good teammates now, actually. So, and I expect to see you in the playoffs this year. You are at 90 overall, damn near. And in year 3, Clyde Drexler wins another MVP. Jason Kidd is the Rookie of the Year. Chaney is the Sixth Man of the Year. David Robinson takes over the Defensive Player of the Year. And Troy Sharp is the Most Improved Player. And it looks like Shaq and Hakeem finally got on the same page. And now they're dominating, along with Michael Jordan. Come on. Anthony Edwards, him and Michael Jordan both make the All-NBA second team, father and son. That is crazy to see. Somehow an 81 made it too. And that is the type of stats I was looking for. Let's compare, because this is Anthony Edwards stats. That's a lot of rebounds, by the way. And then this is Michael Jordan. Tell me it's not father and son. It's too much alike. But alright. Did they make the playoffs? And they finally made the playoffs. I knew this was the team to do it. We will go game by game here since it's the first time. The Kings, proving they are a worthy opponent, and they beat us. Can they beat Houston, though? No, they can't. And Houston can't do it either, so Shaq and Anthony Edwards both don't win. But, I mean, the good thing is we finally made the playoffs this year. But let's make the team a little bit better, why don't we? Well, here we are at player progression, and I'm not sure if the team really got better, but, I mean, Anthony Edwards got better as he's now a 91 overall. Grant Hill got a little bit better. Yeah. But I'm just not sure if this is the team that's going to do it. I'm going to be honest. Not sure what happened to the one guy they had. It must have just been a 1-year contract, but alright. I mean, I guess we'll go see how this team does. I can promise you it's not going to be great. Chris Webber wins his first MVP of the video. Kevin Garnett is the Rookie of the Year. Chaney, once again, is the Sixth Man of the Year. Shaq, on the new logo Rockets, is the Defensive Player of the Year. Dylan Morgan is the most improved, and it looks like the Bucks are the best team in the league. Somehow, Anthony Edwards does not make the All-NBA first team. He actually does not make the second team either. Kenny Anderson and Jason Kidd make it over him, which is weird, especially because look at the stats he put up. You're telling me Jason Kidd played better than this? I mean, I guess the assists per games are low, but yeah. I mean, I guess you can say they're better. Huh. I mean, he did put up almost 30 points, and you're putting him on the third team, but that's all right. Did he make the defensive team? No, he didn't, and that's all right, too. At least we made the playoffs. No, we didn't. We didn't make the playoffs. All right, Anthony Edwards, I think this is about when you start thinking about finding a new team. I think that's what you should be doing. But all right, maybe his team got better. Let's go find out. And did his team get better? No, not really. I mean, at least it didn't get worse, you know? He's a 92 overall now. I feel like this team is kind of stunting his growth because I definitely had him high. His potential is definitely better than this, but it's all right. He's also signed a 4-year extension, it looks like, so all right, I mean, I guess for the next 4 years, we're going to have to hope this team can get it together. That's all. I mean, yeah. I'll be honest, though. I have no hope for this team. I don't. This might be a waste of 4 years. Chris Webber wins another MVP. Allen Iverson is the Rookie of the Year. Chaney, once again, is the Sixth Man of the Year. Shaq, also once again, is the Defensive Player of the Year. Bryce Long is the most improved player. And the Rockets seem to be the best team in the league again. No Anthony Edwards on the first team. It's starting to make me a little mad. He did make the second team, though, along with Michael Jordan. So, I mean, at least he is with his father. But yeah, no, he actually averaged 30 points this year. So, I mean, I feel like he's just being disrespected at this point because he's putting up Michael Jordan type numbers. He really is. Not even Michael Jordan is putting up those Michael Jordan type numbers. So, yeah. I mean, did he make the defensive team? No, of course not. Did he make the playoffs? Yes. He actually did make the playoffs. We'll see what the team is looking like. Anthony Edwards, Grant Hill, yeah. I mean, this team isn't winning a single playoff series, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, yeah, we could beat this team. We could definitely win a playoff series. Nope. They take game 1. We take game 2, though. Come on, man. Is this seriously what we're doing? We're losing in the first round as a 3 seed? Anthony Edwards, this isn't like you, dude. He did average 30 points in the playoffs, though. I mean, come on. What more do you want from him? Look at the team he has. Let's see who ends up winning. The Chicago Bulls again. And yeah, Michael Jordan just seems to turn it up in the finals because he averaged 38 points. Oh my gosh. But all right. Hopefully this Timberwolves team got a little better, but we got to go find out. Honestly, I think the Timberwolves may be starting to cook something up because I'm not sure where Jim Jackson came from or Brendan Hart or even Eric Dampier, but somehow they actually ended up getting Chauncey Billups too from the draft. I mean, that looks like the point guard of the future right there. We could really have something cooking right here because this is a young center, a young point guard. We have Ant at shooting guard, Grant Hill at small forward, White at power forward, and then Jackson and Hart off the bench. Yeah, no, that could be an amazing squad. But let's get this year out of the way first because I think it's going to take 1 year of putting all the pieces together. Chris Webber wins an MVP. Tim Duncan is the Rookie of the Year. Jalen Rose is the Sixth Man of the Year. Shaq wins another Defensive Player of the Year. And it looks like the Mavericks are the best team in the league this year. No All-NBA first team for Anthony Edwards. He does make the second team, though. And I mean, his stats dropped a little bit. Still really good stats, though. Did he make the defensive team? Of course not. And I know they made the playoffs. Come on. That's obvious. And it's a rematch against the Sacramento Kings. Come on, Ant. And once again, we are only able to win one game. I mean, this is getting ridiculous at this point, but this team should only be getting better. And the Bulls are on a historic run right now. This is crazy. And here we are back at player progression, and Ant has gone up to a 93 now. Chauncey Billups is all the way up to an 81. Grant Hill looks to be staying at around an 84. And yeah, I mean, it's not a bad team at all. Maybe just one more piece would be amazing, though. But, hey, it is not up to me. So we'll see what happens. Chris Webber wins another MVP. And, I mean, wow. I don't remember Chris Webber being this good, but, hey. Antoine Jamison is a Rookie of the Year. Steve Nash is somehow a Sixth Man. Shaq is the Defensive Player of the Year. And Jimmy Nelson is the Most Improved. And the Brooklyn Nets are actually the best team led by Chris Webber. That's cool. Where is Anthony Edwards? And Kobe Bryant is now also taking Anthony Edwards' spot. And Anthony Edwards only made the third team this year. And somehow he's getting worse. Now, he may be getting worse because his team is getting better, though. You got to remember that. Oh, did they make the playoffs? Okay. Wow. We are actually the number 1 seed. And look at this team we have. This is not a bad team at all. Look at all the 80s. I'm going to sim the round. And we're going to make it out of the first round for, I think, the first time of the video. But I could be wrong. And now this is interesting because we are going against Shaq and Hakeem. Alright, Shaq. This is where we prove who is the best rookie out of our draft class. 1-0 to Ant. 2-0 to Ant. 3-0 to Ant. And we swept Shaq. That is beautiful to see. I mean, this may be the year. Now, we have the number 3 seeded Dallas with Jason Kidd. This team has actually eliminated us once before. So, this is revenge moment right here. They take game 1. We come back, though, and take game 2. They come back to our comeback, and now it's 2-2. And now it's 3-2. We're up. Oh, my gosh. And it's going to be a game 7. I know it is not the finals, but I'm going to Simcast because this feels like the finals for me. This team has not been able to win anything, and we're going to take this one. No way they come back from this. And we do. Let's go. The Minnesota Timberwolves have made it to the NBA Finals. Anthony Edwards, how old is he? At 24 years old. This is kind of like real life. He is finally hitting his stride. And now we just got to beat the Heat. I mean, this team is nothing special. I'll be honest. We should be able to get this done. They take game 1, though. We come back and take game 2. And game 3. And game 4. Come on. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Anthony Edwards wins his first Finals MVP of the video. And finally. I mean, it feels like I've done so many of these videos. And they usually never win a Finals MVP, but Anthony Edwards, you have done it. And you've done it in spectacular fashion, winning a Game 7 in the conference finals. I'm proud of you, man. I am proud of you. You averaged 30. You're looking a lot like your father, because your father has won a lot of these before you, Mr. Michael Jordan. But all right, can we keep the dynasty alive? Please, Timberwolves, I know I was talking a lot of trash, but just re-sign my man Anthony Edwards. Do it. I mean, after a finals MVP like that, you would have thought that Anthony Edwards would have gone up at least one overall, but I guess he is staying around a 93. I had his max potential set to a 97, so I'm just letting you guys know this is not because of me. But, hey. I mean, I guess 93 isn't bad for Anthony Edwards. That's probably around where he is right now. But, I mean, other than that, Chauncey Billups is up to an 85. Grant Hill has hit about his peak. Our center's up to an 80, and so is our small forward. So, I mean, if this is the team that... Oh, and I didn't even realize, but we have Richard Hamilton, too. How are we getting these players? I mean, this team is just going to keep getting better. This is the last year of Ain's contract, though. Are they going to decide to keep him? We're going to have to find out. But for now, we're focused on winning another championship. Kevin Garnett wins his first MVP of the video. Manu Ginobili is the Rookie of the Year. Steve Nash is still out there playing six-man on the Grizzlies. Shaq is winning his Defensive Player of the Year, even though we did sweep you last year, Shaq. Even though we did sweep you. Antonio Shays is the most improved player, and the Timberwolves are the best team in the league. And I didn't even realize this Antonio guy was on Ain's team. But wow, we are the best team now. Crazy. But, I mean, it's still not enough. Oh my gosh, he didn't make an All-NBA team at all this year. Anthony Edwards, what happened? Did you make a defensive? No, he didn't. Okay. So, nothing for Anthony Edwards this year, but that's alright because we are the number one team in basketball. If you guys want to see his stats, they did take a hit, but, I mean, it's just this is what a team player looks like. You know what I mean? The type of guy who isn't going to take it all for himself. A lot of good teammates now, so he's got to let them eat too. It was easy to drop 30 when he had no good teammates. We're going to sim the round, though. We actually lose to Dallas first round. I mean, that is crazy. That is definitely not what I expected. I was definitely expecting a back-to-back title run. But, hey, every team has a couple letdown moments. All right. Kobe Bryant wins a finals MVP. That's amazing to see. Happy to see it. I feel like he never really does good in these videos. But yeah, I'm still definitely in shock about that. But hey, I mean, we have Rip Hamilton now. Maybe this team is going to look even better. Or maybe Anthony Edwards is even going to leave this team. We're about to find out. Well, you actually got to love to see it because it looks like Anthony Edwards has signed another 4-year extension. And he's going to be making $50 million. Yeah, they are paying him the big bucks. His potential has gone up to an A+, and he's now a 94 overall. Chauncey Billups has gone up to an 87. Antonio Shays, who I didn't even know we had, is now an 81. Rip Hamilton is now an 80. And yeah, I mean, this team is just looking better by the year. A pretty amazing team even. I would be surprised if we aren't the best team in the NBA again. But I guess we got to go find out. Let's go. Kevin Garnett goes and wins another MVP for his collection. Kenyon Martin is the Rookie of the Year. Steve Nash, the Sixth Man of the Year again. Shaq, the Defensive Player of the Year again. And Steven Jackson is the Most Improved Player. And this year, the Timberwolves are not the best team in the league. The Vancouver Grizzlies actually are the best team in the league. And their sixth man is Steve Nash. So you know, whoever that starter is, he's got to be good. Let's see. Do we see him here? No. No. Anthony Edwards. No. And once again, no Anthony Edwards. But David Robinson... Wait, Chauncey Billups actually made it, and Anthony Edwards didn't. That's interesting, but Anthony Edwards did make the all-defensive first team, so that's good to see. And, yeah, I mean, he is consistently putting up amazing stats every year. So, he's doing good. He's definitely doing good. Did we make the playoffs? Yes, we did, but we're only the 3 seed this year. I mean, the Kings have beat us every time we've played them. They definitely do not have a better team than us, though. I can guarantee you that. I mean, look at the team we have. Way better. But, hey, we're going to see what happens. I'm going to do the whole round because it is only the first round, and we do it. We beat them, thankfully. And now we have to go against Gary Payton, Kevin Garnett, and Shawn Kemp. Wow, this is going to be a tough team to beat. They take game 1. We take game 2. They take game 3. We take game 4. And I knew this would be back and forth, but we needed that game 5 right there. And we do it. Sorry, Gary Payton. Sorry, Kevin Garnett, the 2-time MVP. And sorry, Shawn Kemp. I mean, that just proves that Anthony Edwards is slept on because he just beat a 2-time MVP. And now the 8-seed Phoenix, with Ray Allen and Peja Stojakovic only, have made it to the Western Conference Finals. And they take game 1 on us. I was going to say I expect to sweep a team like this, but I went, oh. And it's actually 2-2. Please. And yeah. We're going to go to Simcast for this. I'm actually shocked that it is even this close, but yeah. It looks like we're going to take this actually pretty easily in the Simcast. And we do. I love to see it. And now we have to beat the Charlotte Hornets in the finals, who have Larry Johnson. And, I mean, nobody else too special, but they have a very deep team. A very, very deep team. But we have a deep team, too. I think we got this. Come on. We take game 1 and game 2. They take game 3, though. We take game 4, and yeah, it's over. You guys are not coming back from a 3-1 lead against us as Anthony Edwards wins another Finals MVP. I mean, this guy might have the best resume besides MVPs and All-NBA first teams that we've had in any video so far. I mean, which other player has joined the 90s and won 2 Finals MVPs? I could be wrong, but I don't even think Luka did that. Wow. And I'm super proud of you, dude. And I hope this Timberwolves team all stayed together. But we're got to go and find out. Well, this team definitely did stay together, as we still have Anthony Edwards. Chauncey Billups is now a 90. Rip Hamilton is up to an 83. And yeah, Pau Gasol is still on the team too. How did we manage to get Pau Gasol? This is insane. I thought that was Tim Duncan right there, but it's not. I mean, this team just keeps getting better. Oh my gosh. The fact that we got Pau Gasol, it's over. I mean, this is the greatest team of all time. Holy. Anthony Edwards, yeah, you got no excuse not to win again this year. So, let's go do it. Kevin Garnett wins another MVP. Gilbert Arenas is a Rookie of the Year. Steve Nash is still somehow playing 6-man on the now Memphis Grizzlies. Shaq is the Defensive Player of the Year again. And yeah, it looks like the Wizards are now the best team in the league. Surprised it's not us, to be fair, but yeah. No sign of Anthony Edwards, but he is on the all-defensive second team. I mean, his stats are going down, but that's what happens when you are on a super team. A legitimate super team. But alright. He's only 27 years old too, by the way. So, I mean, let's see how far this team can go. They are the 5 seed this year. I think I'm going to sim the round. The Supersonics are a really good team. We remember them from last year. Kevin Garnett. If we can beat them, we can beat anyone. And we do beat them. Now I know. We can beat anyone. Especially this Clippers team. Come on. I am not scared of this Clippers team. Not even one bit. And wow. We beat them in 7 games. Okay. I mean, now we have to go against Mike Bibby, T-Mac, and Vin Baker, and Andre Miller. Can't leave him out, but I still think we got this, but I will go game by game here as they go up 2-0 on us. Come on, can we make it 2-2? And we do. Can we make it 3-2? Oh my gosh, and it is game 7 time. You know what that means. We have been undefeated in the Simcast so far, and wow, this game is looking like a very close one. Come on. Come on, Timberwolves. 7 minutes left in the fourth. 2 minutes, 1 minute. I think we're going to hop in here with a minute left because we are only down 3 points. Stay with me here. We're hopping right in. I'm not playing, so what we're going to do is we're going to choose sides. Head right to the middle. And yeah, here we go. The Timberwolves have the ball. Pass it in. Where is Anthony Edwards? Did he foul out? Man, I feel like Anthony Edwards should be in the game right now, but Chauncey Billups is pulling from deep, trying to tie the game, and I'm not sure if that was the best decision because Vin Baker is going to slam it down, and that dunk may have been the dagger. Paul Gasol is playing his lights out here, only his rookie year. Can we put Anthony Edwards in the game here with this timeout? Please, Timberwolves, what are we doing? Why is Anthony Edwards not in the game? I wish I could do substitutions right there, but I can't. And yeah, I'm gonna go with a wild guess here that Anthony Edwards may have fouled out. It's alright though. We have a very good backup in Rip Hamilton, and Chauncey Billups is just, man, what are you trying to do? Throw this game away? That was crazy. Come on. Rose has the ball up top and he kicks it out, and T-Mac is going to ice the game. And no, he doesn't, but Paul Gasol gets boarded over. And yeah, I mean, I think that's it. I think we could head back to the Simcast. Oh, man. We'll give them one more shot here and see what they do. Anthony Edwards, I kind of blame you, dude. I only blame you due to the fact that you're not in the game right now. I don't know if you fouled out. Chauncey Billups, this is ridiculous. Chauncey Billups sold the game. Chauncey Billups, yeah, you sold the game. I'm going to head back to the Simcast. We're going to continue the simulation, and it's over. The Utah Jazz have beat us in the conference finals. And yeah, I mean, Utah, good luck in the finals. Hopefully you guys can win. And they do. You know what, Vin Baker, you deserve the finals MVP. Let's just check one thing. I want to see Game 7 fouls. And Anthony Edwards did foul out. Nice, dude. I mean, absolutely nice. Alright, well. I thought this super team would never lose, but they did. So, let's go see how they're looking for this next year. I mean, this team is still all put together. Anthony Edwards, Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Paul Gasol, and Grant Hill. Those are the only 5 players we need. Now, oh my gosh. I mean, I don't know what is happening. How did we get Amari Stoudemire? This is crazy. How is this happening? Oh my gosh. Honestly, they might need to trade Grant Hill. Now we have a starting power. Oh, it's over. I 100% guarantee we are winning the finals this year. Let's go. Well, Chris Webber has come back for his MVP. He wins another one. Zach Randolph is the Rookie of the Year. Steve Nash, you got to get in the starting lineup, dude. It's getting sad. Shaq is the Defensive Player of the Year. Tony Parker is on the Warriors. And wow, the Nets go 63-19. Really good. Anybody on the Timberwolves? Chauncey Billups makes the all-defensive first team. And Ant makes the second team. And yeah, it makes sense that he's only averaging 19 because He is on a star-studded team now. I don't know how this team keeps getting so good, but they're doing it. And we are the 2 seed. Okay. I mean, look at this squad that we have. This might be the best team I've ever seen. I'm simming round. I don't care. We are going whole round. And I might be the king of speaking too soon. Alright. I guess we're simming the playoffs here. The Nets, Chris Webber. You're better than anybody on my team, apparently. Alright. Well, I guess let's see if this team stayed together. And here we are at player progression after the most disappointing season of all time. Pau Gasol is getting a lot better at an 87. Rip Hamilton is also an 87. And Amari Stoudemire is an 84. Sadly, Grant Hill is slowly going down. We have Smush Parker all the way down here too. But yeah, I mean, I don't even really have to say nothing. We see how good the team is. They just have to go and they have to win. Apparently, Chris Webber is the new Michael Jordan. LeBron James is the Rookie of the Year on the Mavericks, which is a team I didn't want to see him go to. Cheney is now on the Mavericks too. So you go from playing with Michael Jordan to playing with LeBron. Yeah, you are ring chasing, dude. You are ring chasing. Shaq is the Defensive Player of the Year on the new logo Rockets. Tony Mason is the most improved player. Lou Burton takes the Wizards to a 60-22 record. Nobody on the Timberwolves on any All-NBA team, which is expected. We have too many good players. Anthony Edwards does make the All-Defensive second team, and yeah, puts up pretty decent stats, I'd say. But alright, this is where it's important. Kings were simming round. Oh my gosh, and we just want to get upset, don't we? I mean, look at this team. How is it even close? Does not make much sense to me, but, you know, you live and you learn. Denver, I'm simming through round again. I don't care. You stood no chance, Denver. I don't care who you have. You could have anybody. LA Lakers, I don't care who you have. I'm simming round. That's how confident I am. All right, Brooklyn Nets, though, I know you have a good team, and I know Chris Webber, apparently, is the greatest player of all time. So, we're going game by game here. They take game 1. We take game 2, though. Okay, come on. We're down 2-1. We're down 3-1. This is where the comeback begins. And this is where it begins. Anthony Edwards, you can come back from a 3-1 lead. Do you realize the chance you have right here? Oh, and it looks like it's not going to happen. Come on. We take the lead late in the game. 2 minutes left. 103. With 1 minute left, we're jumping in. This is it. Anthony Edwards, you better not have fouled out this time. Pau Gasol is at the free throw line when we begin. Oh my gosh. It's time. Pau Gasol, these are huge free throws right here. Can you come up big time? Can you come up clutch? And he hits the first one. Only a 68% chance, though, that he was going to make it. And he makes the second one at a 68% chance, too. They pass the ball in. Anderson has it. Anthony Edwards is not in the game, by the way. Actually, yes. Is that him over there? I can't even tell. Is that Anthony Edwards? I think it is. Pau Gasol gets the rebound. Passes to Chauncey Billups. Give Ant the ball. Billups, we've seen you done. No. Oh my gosh. I don't like the way Chauncey Billups plays. He's going to pull it. This dude is a ball hog. He throws it down to Gasol. What a timely bucket. They are now up 4 points. Anderson takes the ball up, dribbling on Chauncey. Comes down the floor. He's looking for someone, but nobody is going to be there. We have everything locked up right now. The Timberwolves playing the greatest defense of their lives. And that is game over. I hate to say it, ladies and gentlemen, but that is game over for the Brooklyn Nets. No need to even watch the rest of this. It is done. The Minnesota Timberwolves have done it once again. And even in a Game 7, they are able to come out on top. And dude, get that off my screen. Nobody wants to see Chris Webber We want to see the squad who won it all. Good job. And honestly, I say we keep going until Anthony Edwards is on a different team. Let's go. Let's go right to player progression. I have been waiting for the day that a dynasty was made in one of these videos. And I think finally a dynasty was made. Now, we lost Rip Hamilton, which is definitely sad, but I mean, if we're being honest, he was the one player we didn't really need. Unless he was going to play some small forward, we didn't really need him. But yeah, this starting five, I mean, in my opinion, is unbeatable. But we're going to go find out if they really are unbeatable. Also, Carlos Boozer's down here. Not a bad player, but yeah, nobody really cares about him. Kobe Bryant wins an MVP. That's great to see. Dwight Howard is a Rookie of the Year. Steve Nash, you still are not a starter, and you're almost averaging 30 points. Kevin Garnett takes Shaq's spot as the Defensive Player of the Year. Dunleavy is the most improved players, and LeBron James and the Mavericks have the best record in the NBA. No sign of Anthony Edwards anywhere. He is on the all-defensive second team, though. And yeah, I'm not sure what's happening to his stats. I guess it's because he's 30. But we're just going to go to the end of his contract, and then we'll be good. Well, this can't be right. The Timberwolves didn't even make the playoffs. Very interesting. I mean, I thought we had the best team in the league, but maybe I'm completely wrong. That's alright, though. I guess let's get to next season, and if we don't make the playoffs again, I'm done. Well, all super teams must come to an end, but, I mean, this one seems to still be, I mean, our big four is still going strong. I personally think we should still be able to win with this team, but let's go find out. LeBron James wins his first MVP of the video. Chris Paul is the Rookie of the Year. Jason Terry, the Sixth Man of the Year. And Tim Duncan is the Defensive Player of the Year. The Mavericks and the Wizards are the two best teams in the league, and I don't expect to see Anthony Edwards anywhere. And yeah, we don't. But did he make the playoffs? And yes, we did make the playoffs this year. I'll check his stats for the year, and really not bad at all. Kind of worse than usual. We're going to just sim the round here. We should be able to beat San Antonio, and we actually lose. Alright, I mean, I guess this super team is really done. We might as well do the last season of Ant's contract, so let's get right into it. For Ant's last year, he has 2 90s on his team and an 88 Pau Gasol, so hopefully maybe he can win one more championship here. Even if he re-signs, I think this is a good year to end the video on. But yeah, let's go see how his last year goes. LeBron James wins the final MVP of the video. Bargnani is the Rookie of the Year. Joe Smith is the Sixth Man of the Year. Kevin Garnett wins Defensive Player of the Year. And Russ Paul is the Most Improved Player. Okay. And it seems like LeBron is just taking over the league at this point. The Pistons also have a good record. Don't expect to see Anthony Edwards, but we actually do on the all-defensive second team. And yeah, not bad stats for the year at all. But where are the Timberwolves? They are the 3 seed. I mean, not good besides the big 4, but I definitely think we still have a chance. Gonna do the whole round, and we barely squeak out a win against Utah. We could definitely beat the Lakers here. I'm gonna sim the whole round, and we do it. But now we have to go up against LeBron James, Paul Pierce, Shawn Marion, and yeah, this is probably where our run is gonna end. And we didn't get swept at least, but hey. It was definitely a good run. LeBron James is probably going to win. And LeBron James loses. Elton Brand is the finals MVP. And before we end this video, I think we should go and check. Anthony Edwards had 22 points per game this year in the playoffs, and I'd say definitely a successful career, honestly. A very successful career. Go ahead and pause if you want to see any certain year of his stats. I mean, he did pretty great. Then we're going to go over to his awards. And yeah, he is a 3-time NBA champion, a 2-time Finals MVP, 11-time All-Star. He actually never made the All-NBA first team, but he is a 1-time All-Defensive first team. So, yeah. I mean, Anthony Edwards, you definitely had a successful career in the 90s. Were you as good as your father? No. You still have a couple years left, though. Maybe you would have left the team, done something cool, but hey, all good. Definitely a successful career. One of the most successful out of any of my videos. Usually they win 0 championships. So, congratulations, Anthony Edwards. Thank you, guys. If you made it to this point in the video, you are a real one, and I really appreciate your support. Like, subscribe, comment. I will respond to your comment. And yeah, other than that, peace.